Welcome to Tasting Arcadia, the official podcast of Taste of Arcadia. Taste of Arcadia is an inclusive event featuring food and drinks from the San Gabriel Valley restaurants, all for one price. Come and sample food, wine, beer, and spirits. Check out our brand new cars. Visit our business showcase booth, smile in our photo booth, and shake it on the dance floor with me, Johnny Villa from Dance Syndicate DJ Entertainment. Taste of Arcadia is September 19th at Santa Anita Park. The fun goes from 2 to 6 p.m. with a special VIP entrance at 1 p.m. Don't forget, this is a 21 and over event. Get your tickets today at tasteofarcadia.com. Now let's hear it for our host, Karen McNair.
Well, thank you, John, for the great intro. Hello, everyone. I'm Karen McNair, the CEO at the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce. The Arcadia Chamber of Commerce hosts the wonderful event every year, Taste of Arcadia. So just like John said, I hope you're out there getting your tickets today, going to tasteofarcadia.com. Thanks for joining this podcast. The goal is for us to get to know the food and drink vendors, restaurants, the different places that'll be at Taste of Arcadia, so that when you get there, you can run, not even walk. You can run to your favorite vendor and get to know them a little better. So today I have Joe from Mario's Hard Espresso. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Karen. Well, I'm thrilled to be here.
Thank you. This is season 3. You were on season 2 with us.
Season 2.
Yeah.
That's right. This is my second go-around, so I'm very excited and thrilled to be here.
Yeah, we're so glad you're here. We had lots of conversations ahead of time, so I'm excited to jump in so everyone could hear.
For sure.
If you have not heard the other podcast, you can always go back and listen to that episode. But I feel like today we're going to cover quite a bit. So we'll get you all caught up.
Great.
So first of all, tell me, what is Mario's Hard Espresso?
Yeah, so it's a very simple but very specific, incredibly delicious espresso liqueur, true espresso liqueur that's based on my father, Mario.
Okay.
Well, he made it for about 60 years. We think it's about an 80-year-old recipe, give or take,
Oh.
because I've been making it for a while. My dad made this one batch a year for friends and family around the holidays between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And a batch was like 12, 15 bottles. They were very small.
Mm-hmm.
He made one batch a year, and I was probably maybe 15 or so when I noticed people were like, "Hey, Mario, am I going to get a bottle this year?" Because he wasn't making very many. So I knew it was very special. It was something everyone looked forward to in our family and friends. So I was fortunate enough to make it with him in the last few years of his life. And when he passed away 15 years ago in April, I said to my son Aaron, it's like, we got to honor our grandpa. We got to continue to do this. So we started making one batch a year in the kitchen, and we were using old wine bottles and putting old photos of him on, every year was a different photo just to honor him, different stages of his life. In 2018, I put the photos that's on our bottle, I put that on a bottle, and they're just like, this kind of feels like a brand, We never, ever for a million years thought about starting a spirit brand. And I'm like, well, let's see what this would take, because we love it. Like in our family and friends, we loved it. And I'm like, well, maybe people will like it, right? So I started chipping away at it. And between 2018 and 2021, I did all the compliance and the licensing and found a contract distiller and did all the stuff that you needed to do. And we launched the brand in November of 2021.
Wow.
And the important thing to us, the most important thing to us was obviously we're honoring my dad.
Right.
And his legacy. So it was very important to us that we used his recipe. We scaled his recipe. And so we're still making tiny batches. It's not 12 bottles, but it's a little more than that. But not
Now you're up to 24.
Almost. 25, 26. But compared to like big brands, we make tiny, tiny little amounts. And we're able to do that because we use my dad's recipe, and it's only 4 ingredients. It's 100% Arabica dark roast espresso. It is true espresso. It is not cold brew.
Okay,
and you'll see
that.
You'll see a lot of cold brew liqueurs out there. This is espresso. So when you order an espresso martini, that's what you get, right? You should anyway. Organic Madagascar vanilla, the real stuff. We use a little bit of cane sugar, real cane sugar to sweeten just a little bit, and then we blend all of that with a neutral grain spirit. And people wonder, like, what does that mean? Neutral means there's no flavor.
Okay.
It's a grain spirit, like virtually every other spirit. Ours, we use a non-GMO corn. So it's a neutral grain spirit that is pure grain alcohol. So it's a very high proof, which is terrifying.
Right.
But the point is...
I'm going to taste it in a while, Joe. You're scaring me.
It's going to be okay. The point is, and my dad figured this out, it's because it's such a high proof, we just use a tiny little bit.
Okay.
So what that means is we're not watering it down and we're not diluting it with like vodka or, like some of the vodka and tequila-based liqueurs. So what that means is we have a real strong concentration of coffee and vanilla, and people taste chocolate and caramel and all kinds of flavors, but there's no flavoring in it. And it's what also makes it super versatile because it's neutral and flavorless, and as a base spirit, it blends with everything. So now, in our family, we just drank it straight. And I think the first week we brought it to market, a bartender was like, "Oh, this is going to be amazing with whiskey." And I was like, "What is that? Like, get a camera. I don't even know what that means. I want to see this." But now we know, right, that it blends with everything. So great with whiskey and rum and tequila and mezcal. And as a carajillo or a margarita, or with horchata. I mean, it's incredible how versatile.
Oh my gosh, so many things I would never think of.
Yeah, it's been incredible. So we have these cocktail cards that we put together that are actually cocktails being poured in different bars and restaurants primarily. We have them at all the events we do, and we'll have them at Taste as well, because we tell people, if you get a bottle, play with it. It is so much fun because you can do things, if you want something breakfasty or something brunchy, or then something like after dinner, you can do all those things, and it's really, really fun.
So I have to say, if you don't drink the bottle in one day, like my family did, we got a bottle and had friends over, and it didn't last till breakfast.
I mean, they're only human.
It lasted the evening.
It's a. And
it was straight most of the time too. You're right, just drinking even out of the bottle sometimes. It was delicious.
It's a crazy thing, and I want to be sensitive because I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, because that's not the intent. But we hear that a lot. And I understand it because that's the way it is for us too. You bring it out, and what ends up happening is, someone wants to drink it straight, or someone loves it with a little milk, or someone wants to make a White Russian, or someone wants to mix it with whiskey or mezcal.
Right.
And the next thing you know, people are doing different things with it, right? And it's super satisfying, and then the bottle's empty.
Right. And then you're like, no, I didn't get my other drink.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have a question.
Yes.
Did your dad come up with the recipe, or did he inherit it from someone?
That is a really good question, and I wish I could answer that. But because it predates me, right?
Okay.
So they were Sicilian immigrants, my family, right? They came from Sicily. They settled on my grandfather and his brothers all had farms in upstate New York, across the street from one another, and they did all kinds of things, right? Yeah, so they were, they grew crops, and in fact, I joke because people look at my dad's physique on the bottle and they think he's a boxer or a bodybuilder, but he was a farmer. They were onion farmers, but they, as immigrants are apt to do, they use everything, and they made their own wine, and they made their limoncello, and they made, my grandmother and my aunts were amazing bakers, and my grandfather owned a butcher shop, and so they were bricklayers and tool makers, right? So they were very crafty, and this recipe came from that, but I don't know the exact origin.
So it was definitely the family.
It came out of that
somewhere.
ethos, and it was just something really, really special. So it's super special for us to be able to tell this story and share our family.
And to share, the logo is your dad.
It is.
And to describe it, because if people are just listening.
Yeah.
And he does have his shirt off. And he has his arms in the muscle position.
Yeah.
And he does look like he's from the 1920s, ready to go into a boxing ring.
He does. All of those things. But that is literally, my dad knew he was kind of a, badass, I guess. But, it was, my dad used to say to me, he's like, you lift crates of onions all day, you'll look like that too.
So now I know what my new workout is.
Right.
I am just going to go to the local market and ask if I could lift crates of onions.
And there you go. You know what you're going to look like. Yeah, it was funny. My mom, who recently passed away, when we launched this brand, I said to her, she was in her 90s, and I said to her, Mom, in your lifetime, you've seen a lot of things in your life, right? You've seen, air travel and telephone and now the internet and television. And I said, now you're half-naked husband on bottles all over, all on shore stuff. And she said to me, she says, you had to choose that picture, right? But then she was like, he does look pretty good, doesn't he? Like, yeah. So it was very sweet.
I love that.
It was really sweet.
So you were at Taste last year. Congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
You were Best in Show for a food booth.
Super exciting.
If you're watching us on YouTube, the wonderful certificate is in front of us.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back. We're very glad that you are coming back.
Of course.
So we haven't talked in a year.
Yeah.
Anything new happened this year?
Oh,
Anything
boy.
you can catch us up? I know it's been a lot for us all. But.
I mean, it's like, what do they say? They say the what is it? The days are long and the years are short.
I know.
You know?
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Yeah. So it's like it's hard to believe it's been a year, but boy, so much has happened.
Yeah.
Sales. We had a really, really good year. I think we came close to doubling sales year over year. A lot more bars and restaurants, particularly in Southern California, a lot in San Diego. Northern California is doing really well. We have a really great distributor now who's distributing Mario's in the Central Coast and the Central Valley, J&L Wines and Spirits, who are phenomenal. So that's been really great. It's just been we continue to do a lot of events and try to pour for as many people as we possibly can. It's been super satisfying because now 4.5 years in, we see a lot of people who know us and they all have stories, or a lot of them have stories and they want to tell us, and so it's very satisfying. And people discover us and they want to share with their family and friends, and so it just feels like we're doing something right, and it feels like we're building momentum, and it's an honor, honestly.
Well, when we got to meet you for the first time last year, we definitely talked about you being award winning.
Yes.
But it's so nice to see that awards have now turned into in people's homes, in people's lives, in the holiday season, in a celebration of some sort. That now that family story is translating to people's homes and their family story.
100%, which is really the best award, right? I mean,
really
seriously. We probably should enter some more award competitions. As a small brand, we have to pinch every penny, and it's not an inexpensive product to make because we use all premium ingredients, and everything's a little pricey. But I want the money to go in the bottle, and I don't want to compromise that in any way. So we pick and choose what we can do. I think the awards maybe next year we'll go again, but we entered right after we launched. We launched in 2021. I entered 4 award shows in 2022, and we won 2 golds, a platinum, a silver, and then we're scored 95 points by the tasting panel. So we did really well. So I was kind of like, okay,
pause.
I'm going to live with that for a minute. It was
I
really
love
good.
it.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Taste of Arcadia Best in Show Award. So what more did you need for 2025?
I know, exactly. That was enough. That was our award for the year.
For the year,
listen,
that's great.
This was our first year there. The crowd was phenomenal. People seemed to love us. Everyone was super friendly. It's a beautiful environment.
Oh, yay. I'm glad you loved it.
Oh, God, it was great. And, well produced. We do a lot of events. Some of them are not so. But it was wonderful. And then to get the award was just like, I mean, that's just so cool, because that's, it's hard when you're back there, to get a sense of the crowds and how
their
people are
reception,
reacting. It seems like everybody loves it, right? But you're just talking to people, as they get to the table. So to have that was just really special. So we're very honored.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Thank
you so much for being here.
Thrilled to be here.
One of the questions we got, and I shared this story with you, the aftertaste, our phone was ringing, asking, where do I go to get this Mario's Hard Espresso? And will you share with that, if people are out there after taste, when they taste it, if they want to get it right now and do a pre-tasting, where can we go? How can we find out?
So right out of the bat, virtually every Total Wine and More in California carries Mario's, and it's a premium select product there, so the pricing is really well. There's a lot of independent liquor stores that sell it also, and there's one really major retailer that had it and sold it out and will hopefully be bringing it back, but I can't say who it is. But if you go to our website and you put in your zip code, we have a map, an interactive map, and anybody can go put in their zip code and see the places that are closest to them. And not only where places to buy it, but also bars and restaurants that serve it.
Ooh, that's nice. So you can do different styles of drinks and have people, the professionals do it for us sometimes.
100%. And people are doing amazing things with it, not just an espresso martini, although there's amazing, incredible espresso martinis out there, but we're seeing all kinds of cocktails that are using Mario's hard espresso. So it's very exciting.
And when you come to Taste of Arcadia, they can come to your booth.
Yes.
And if there's any new hot off the press information,
Oh, yeah.
you'll be able to update people at that time.
Yeah.
I feel like exciting things are going to happen this next quarter for you.
I mean, you listen, I hope so. I'm just trying not to mess it up. if I'm being honest.
Shouldn't we all have a shirt that says that? Like, listen, I'm just trying not to mess it up.
That's kind of the deal. The cool thing about people coming to taste and coming to the booth, we have a lot of fun. We'll generally do a raffle toward the end of the day, give away some hats or whatever. That's kind of fun. We have different things to taste. We joke that we have a rule: everyone has to taste Mario straight first, because I want people to know what it tastes like right out of the bottle.
I agree with that.
It's exceptional, just right out of the bottle, and then that way you know what the base is, and then we'll mix a couple of things. We do usually something that's a little more creamy and desserty, and a little something. We have a grape brunch drink, and we may do a slush this year, which is really good.
Ooh, it's a hot afternoon when we're recording this, so that sounds delicious.
Yeah, so we do a slush. We refer to it as a 213. And it's our ode to LA, basically.
Yeah,
it's also the
boop, boop. Oh. OG.
It's also the recipe. It's 2 parts Mario's and 1 part tequila and 3 parts horchata.
Oh.
And you put that in a slush. It's amazing.
Make sure you have some food with that.
It's dangerous. It's a little dangerous, but it's good. The other thing we did this year, which was really exciting, is a pain point for bars and restaurants is the espresso martini. Everybody wants them. They're kind of difficult or a challenge or at least cumbersome to make for bars and restaurants, especially if they're doing it properly. So we wanted to sort of address that and also make it easy for bars and restaurants to make them, but also make it consistent, right?
Yes.
So people go to a bar or restaurant, you get the espresso martini there, it's the same way every time.
Right.
So we took Mario's Hard Espresso, the same 4 ingredients, that same formula, and reformulated it specifically for nitro infusion.
Okay.
So people are accustomed to seeing a Guinness and how a Guinness pours and the gas turns. That's nitrogen.
Okay.
Unlike a beer, which is CO2, this is nitrogen gas, and that's it. So it has a very velvety and creamy texture, very smooth and delicious. So in order for that nitrogen to infuse, we need to get the alcohol, the ABV, the alcohol by volume, down below 20%. So we reformulated it specifically for nitro.
Okay.
And we're added a little bit of cardamom, a little bit of sea salt. It's really delicious. And so we're starting to install those in bars and restaurants as a option, for them, so they can have a consistent and quick espresso martini. And we'll be pouring those on nitro tap at Taste of Arcadia.
So on your end, how long does it take to restructure the hard espresso? Like when you're talking about adding or modifying, I think is probably.
So my son Aaron is the scientist and the mixologist. He's got an amazing palate, and and we all weigh in, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of taking what ingredients we have and starting to mess with them. And he'll do the math, and it's like we got to get this dilution and this amount of alcohol. It's interesting if you think about, you make an espresso martini, you put all the ingredients in a shaker with ice, you shake it. Well, that shaking it with ice creates dilution, right?
Okay.
There's water, so that dilutes the concentration. Not the same thing in a tap. In a keg, so we have to pre-dilute it because it's not going to have ice, right? So there's all that math that goes into it. That I tell him, that's your baby.
No, it's a talent. It really is.
So he worked through the recipe. We got it to a place we really loved, and that's what we've been doing, and it's phenomenal because, as I said, we have a lot of places now that are just have a killer espresso martini on tap.
I love that. Well, I enjoy espresso martinis, but I do like to still taste the espresso.
Thank you.
When it is really too diluted with whatever they decide to put in it, it's disappointing to me. I like to see the darkness. I like to see the multiple layers as it reaches the top. Yeah. Because that's, for me, that's the whole point, is 100%. To have it rich and flavorful and not just milky.
Yeah, and a lot of places, I don't want to call anybody out, but a lot of places don't use espresso.
Ah.
So then if you start with a coffee or a coffee liqueur that has a bitter edge, then you're trying to doctor that bitter edge out, so you might have to add things that you wouldn't otherwise add. Really, the best espresso martinis, in my opinion, are no more than 4 ingredients. It's just really simple. If you want to add a little vodka or a little tequila, if you prefer that flavor, you can even make them with whiskey and rum, if you want to take, but it should be true espresso. It should be concentrated enough that you get the foam from the coffee and not from an additive.
Yes. Okay. I totally agree with that. And the taste is that.
That's right.
It's a nighttime cup of coffee. It's like the happy hour version of.
And you can add a little something if you want a little bitter. If you want to add a little chili chocolate or orange. You can add a little. Like we said, we added a little cardamom, a little sea salt, makes the flavors pop. There's still certainly room for messing around a little bit, right?
There's always an invention waiting to happen. So I have another comment.
Yes.
We talked about packaging being not just different, but additional packaging. Will you share a little bit about, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the bottle.
Yeah.
And then there's a tiny baby bottle.
This is the Mighty Mini. We refer to this bottle as a dog walker.
Okay.
Because it's kind of just the right amount, but it's really more than that. It's a flask style bottle. It's like a little mini version of our 750. It's refillable, and it's perfect for a golf bag or perfect for a pocket.
I was just thinking that. Yeah. Slide in the golf bag.
Yeah, we have people who use it as a birdie in their birdie bag or birdie bottle kind of thing. But also people take them into concerts and put them in their pockets and take them on ski slopes and do all kinds of things. So it's just been a really fun addition, and we're just starting to roll that out to different places.
And you were talking about a holiday package that came out.
Yeah. Last year we did our holiday gift pack included a bottle of Mario's and 2 really cool carabiner cups. They're like a camp mug, but they have like a carabiner handle, so you can clip them on.
Ooh.
And
I love it. Portable.
Yeah, super portable. And then we included a little mini and a funnel. So, like we said, so your dog walker never goes thirsty, right? So we could people could refill it and take it out with them.
Now when people are like, I'm going to go walk the dog, we know exactly what's happening.
You always come back happier. I don't know.
I don't know
You
why.
and the dog.
The dog's all zippity-doo-dah.
Exactly.
It's totally happening.
Yeah, so it's been really fun. And we're toying with some other things. I think it's imminent, but I can't put a date on it. But the espresso martini is like perfect to put in a can as a ready to drink.
Okay.
So as a little 4-pack. So we're in the process of just starting that. So that'll be coming too.
We've talked about your website a couple times. Yeah. Can you give us what the actual website is?
Yeah, drinkmarios.com.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Very easy.
Pretty simple.
Drinkmarios.com.
Okay. And if you don't remember that, always marioshardeespresso.com.
Okay.
Either one will get you to the same place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Because now I feel like people are like, ooh,
yeah,
I need to get that small bottle.
Yeah. And honestly, again, it's super easy for people to just go and look at the map and see all the places.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially here in Southern California.
Which I love that because, we tend to go through things quickly
here,
and we need to be there. We talked about a few LA bars so that you've been in this year.
Yes.
So the bars are listed there too on the website.
Yes, they are. Bars and restaurants. So we update it. Listen, we've been very fortunate. One of the goals for us when we launched this, because we're from Los Angeles, I was born in San Bernardino, not quite Los Angeles, but the Southland, right? And my kids are from here. So because we're from here, and this is we feel we're an extension of this community, and so we want to be a part of the community and support it in every way we can. And so, we've just been very, very fortunate with, it's hundreds now of bars and restaurants that have really embraced us and embraced Mario's and use it. And I'll be honest, they use it by choice because there's a lot of pressure for them to go with other brands that are cheaper, or they have pressure on them because of whatever economics, and they choose Mario's because, I think it's because it's better. But also we're local and it's craft and it's small batch. And it's delicious, and they can do more with it.
Yeah. So us being as a chamber, the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce, that is our mission, to really help businesses connect with each other, to help the economic growth of small businesses with large businesses, like just have us all come together. So your story like gives me chills because that's what we do on a regular basis.
Thank you.
And to see it happening,
appreciate
times aren't always easy for businesses, and you have to ride the roller coaster. And it's nice to see like, just hang on, it's coming. The good times are coming, and it's nice to see the bars and you make a connection.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna head off and take a short commercial break, and then on to my favorite part, the taste testing.
Yum.
Yay!
There we go.
So everyone, hang on. We're gonna hear a few commercials. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Peterson. At Arcadia Perio, we combine 3D imaging, minimally invasive techniques, and evidence-based care to rebuild a confident smile for you. Whether you're dealing with bleeding gums, missing teeth, or you've been told that dental implants aren't a solution for you, we can tailor specific needs for your treatment. Visit arcadiaperio.com to schedule your consultation with myself and my team today.
Well, welcome back, everyone. If you're watching us on YouTube, I'm trying to show the label here of the Mario's Hard Espresso. We talk so much about your dad, Mario, Joe. I feel like I needed to show a little bit about who he is. This is the Big Daddy bottle. I'm putting it down.
He's
so I
pretty
don't break
unforgettable.
it. The unforgettable Big Daddy. And then we have the tiny baby, which I do love that. Well, welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I got excited. We are here to taste this hard espresso. Joining us is Christine Zito. That's your name, into one word. Christine Zito from Pure Media Marketing. She helps us with the editing and production of the show. So Joe suggested we should have the third taster so we could hear a little bit more about the flavors and what it is.
So, here's the thing. One of the things people will see when they see our advertising or whatever, they'll see me say, thanks for sharing the love, right? Or share the love, right? Because that's what my dad did, right? So for us to share the love is what we do. That's our mission, right? So I'm glad you could sit in with us.
I'm happy to do it.
We're going to start with Mario straight out of the bottle.
Okay.
And this is that thing I say, we make people do when they come to taste it. Only because, it's important for us to have you taste exactly what it is. Again, because it's incredibly delicious and it's super unique. It's not like anything else you're going to taste. So again, 4 ingredients: 100% Arabica dark roast espresso, organic Madagascar vanilla, a little bit of cane sugar blended with a neutral grain spirit that's flavorless. You won't taste the alcohol, but you'll feel it on the back end. A little warmth.
I'm already warm on the inside.
I can already taste it.
This will be a good way.
This will be good. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. This is the best
Cheers,
part.
everyone watching. The pauses because we're all drinking. Okay, I am a vanilla fan. Love it. Love the smell. Love the taste. And after the espresso flavor, the next one I do taste is vanilla.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's not overpowering.
Right.
It is. They're like friends holding hands coming through your taste buds.
I love that.
It's not someone like saying, get out of the way.
It was special for us when Tasting Panel Magazine scored us 95 points. They literally called out the balance of the spirit. It's perfectly balanced with no bitter edge, which I just I'll embrace that all day long, right? And again, you take, there's only 4 ingredients, you taste every one.
Right.
But then people taste chocolate and caramel, that mid palate, kind of those flavors. But, that's all there is. It's just 4 ingredients.
Christine, what'd you think?
All the ingredients come together and splash together, and they splash in your mouth, and you can taste the espresso.
Yeah.
So it is delicious.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'll stay awake.
Oh, sure you
will. You
but
will. You have caffeine now.
Although, that's actually a good thing, if you don't mind me addressing that.
Yeah.
Everyone always asks, how much caffeine?
Okay, good point.
Right? And so it's the same amount of caffeine as black coffee. It's commensurate ounce to ounce. So, for instance, if you poured literally that much, like a little bit of Starbucks in a cup and that much Mario's, it would have the same amount of caffeine.
Oh, nice.
It is not a caffeine bomb. People think it might be like a concentrated caffeine. So you still have to be careful if you're very sensitive, caffeine sensitive. But other than that, it is not overly caffeinated. And if you're going to make a cocktail and you use a couple of ounces in a cocktail, it's literally like using that much Starbucks.
I also have to say, because we were talking about balance and how it's so smooth, it doesn't taste like a sugar bomb either. Because there's been many times I've ordered a drink and I thought, okay, I'm not worried about the caffeine. I'm worried about the sugar high now. And you start shaking, it's too much. I don't have that overpowering taste.
Thank you.
It is flavorful.
Thank you.
But it just isn't. It's enjoyable.
Thank
you don't have the sugar or the.
I can tell you, thank you.
Yeah.
I can tell you when we were trying to figure out how we were going to make it, and I wanted to scale my dad's recipe. A lot of places told me, you got to go to a flavoring company. And I didn't even know what that was. And so I started sending bottles that I had made to the flavoring company, and I started getting samples back. And I quickly realized it was all fake.
Yeah.
Including fake sweeteners and fake vanilla, which I don't even want to go into what they use to make those. It's horrible. And I thought, this isn't
fake vanilla?
They call it vanillin.
Vanillin.
I can just tell you.
Read labels.
This is a family show, so. but it's from a beaver gland that is located in a place you don't really want to talk about. But that's where the flavor comes from. I guess because they eat a lot of maple, sap or something, whatever. But it was like I told the guys.
The show just took a turn.
I know.
Sorry about that. But I tell people, it's like, I said to the guy, I said, you realize my dad is on the label, right? Like, there's no way we're doing that. So anyway, to go back, yes, it's a little sweet, but hopefully not overly sweet. And yes, it's real cane sugar. We're not using anything artificial. You don't get that weird saccharine artificial flavor.
No, right. like in wine, you move the liquid like this. And so you could see the sugar, but the balance is when see all those little lines? Yeah. Balance. Yeah. So it's very nice. It's like eating a candy apple, caffeine style espresso alcohol.
I like the way you just, that's where your brain is like spitting out. I love it because we just taste what we taste.
Yeah.
And, there is no judgment on it. It's just, I've had people say that, like, just tell us what you taste. And I get nervous, like I'm supposed to just hit the check boxes. And we don't. Right. We get to enjoy this.
That's
okay,
right.
Now, what's this next step? I'm going to keep sipping on this.
All of this is what we'll be doing. We'll be doing all of these tasters at Taste of Arcadia. So it's really fun. People will be able to try them, as well as the espresso martini on nitro. But this next one is we're going to. So, you've tried it straight out of the bottle, so you know what it is. Okay. So now we're going to go to what we call our breakfast shot, or it's really, we're doing it as a shot so you get the flavors, but really you serve it as a brunch drink.
Okay.
This was a recipe that we needed to do a brunch cocktail, and we came up with it because I heard about some trending stuff, and we call it a boozy Julius.
Ooh.
So I will, here, you're going to have to.
Oh, and this is, okay.
Or no, I can make 3 new ones.
Okay, there you go. That one.
We got quiet because we were finishing our
we're drinking
really quick.
We're drinking our candy apples.
This is something that's really fun. I tell people, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Joe, while you're getting stuff together, I'm going to ask one question.
Yeah, please.
And then you're going to tell me what you tell people about this. So here we have a pamphlet that has already recipes of different tastes and ways to do it. So I'm assuming this is on your website also?
Different cocktails, all of those recipes and more are on our website. We use this really to show people the versatility of Mario's. We have them at our booth. They're available for people to take home. I tell people, if you get a bottle, play with it, have fun with it, mix it. On any given night, you can do something different. If you feel like something with I tell we did a collaboration with High West Whiskey. It was half Mario's and half High West and an orange slice. They called it a cowboy coffee. There could not be a more perfect drink for sitting around a campfire. Like, no, so it's that kind of thing.
Sorry,
right?
I want to be in vacation mode right now. I'm like, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. My family, I told you I had given bottles to my brother-in-law, both my brother-in-laws, and my nephew. And they went on the website and we did some of these.
Awesome.
I don't know what the last one was because we were just all like, let's do this one.
Yeah.
So it was.
So there's whiskey and mezcal and
they
tequila.
loved it.
The margarita negra is
mezcal?
amazing. The on this particular cocktail card, the latest one for summer, there's a hard espresso spritz.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Which is really good. And so I tell people, if you want, you're sitting by the pool or the beach, you want something refreshing, but you want a little bit of a kick, a little espresso kick. Mario's Hard Espresso and either club soda or sparkling water and tonic.
Yeah.
And an orange slice. Unbelievable. Refreshing. Delicious. Tonic is a little sweeter, almost like ends up being like a cream soda. But it's super good. It's refreshing and it's got an espresso kick and it's not, a typical spritz with champagne,
right.
where you're going to...
Your typical. Okay, so we're on to the Boozy Julius.
So this is a cocktail that we came up with as a brunch drink. It's being served in a couple dozen bars and restaurants now. Hold on, don't...
So I'm going to read off while you're pouring. 2.5 ounces of Mario's Hard Espresso.
Yep.
2.5 ounces 100% orange juice, pulp free.
Yes.
Float of heavy cream.
Yes.
Pour orange juice over ice. Slowly add Mario's Hard Espresso. Top with a float of heavy cream.
Indeed. In
a beautiful glass. And you have a Boozy Julius.
Oh my gosh.
So what happens when you pour them in that order and you pour them gently is it will actually layer. So you get a dark layer and then an orange layer and then a cream layer. And the fun part of that, I tell people, when you have friends over for brunch and you want to serve them something different and you pour these, people think you have 3 heads. They're like, what the heck is that? And you say, just trust me. And then they try it and they're like, what the heck was that? And they get enough. So it's really fun. It's a conversation starter, and it's something completely different.
Like we talked about with the espresso martini, the layers.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
You can see it.
So this is where the show takes another turn, because I'm going to have you shoot this.
Oh, dang.
Really?
Yes, because it's okay. It's soft.
Okay.
It's okay. You can trust me.
Okay.
I'm a doctor.
Do not try this at home.
It's very soft. At least that's the way you're going to get all 3 flavors. But it's really mellow.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, you are so right.
Oh my gosh, that is. It's like having the ice cream. Can I have another one?
Yeah.
We have one more drink. Do you want to pause and have the next drink before you make that decision?
All right.
That
was good. Now that was eating like one of those
like people say, like
orange ices.
Yeah,
or like a 50-50 bar.
A 50-50 bar. That's it.
So for those of you at home, Christine's eyes got so big and so happy is why she wanted one right away. Which, Christine, you can totally have it, but
you're going to take a bottle home.
But we're going to have another drink, so I don't want to overdo it too quickly.
Okay.
So that.
Wow, that was good.
We call it a Boozy Julius because if you remember Orange Julius?
Oh, yeah, I remember the Orange Julius in the 50-50s. I mean, it was, a couple of years ago?
A little bit of that going, too. So I'll just make a small one here, just in case you want something else.
Okay.
So this...
just in case the closer is one of your favorites, we can circle back.
That was good because you could really... It was better than the ice cream. It was better than the 50-50. It was so good.
So what we do here...
Because you're a grown-up now.
I know.
I know. Okay, so I'm sorry, which is this one?
So this one is not on the card.
Okay.
It's very simple to make.
Okay.
One of the things my dad would do, we drink it straight, but one of the things he would make, a cocktail he'd like to make after dinner, he called it a King Alphonse.
Okay.
And it's just a very classic chilled Mario's Hard Espresso, like in a nice stemmed glass, and then he'd very gently over the back of a spoon pour heavy cream. And just put a nice little float on top of it.
Ooh.
So that's basically what this is. That's the derivation of this. The only difference is I've added like 1/3 Baileys.
Okay.
And I do that because people love Baileys.
They really do.
The thing about Baileys is if you go straight, it's going to take over. That's all you're going to taste.
I'm with you.
So what you're having here is a nice little float, and that is about 1/3 Baileys and about 2/3 cream.
Okay.
On Mario's. Very delicious. Really nice after dinner.
Showing the camera. Yeah. So you can watch it on YouTube. You can see it, what it's supposed to look like.
Cheers. And you don't have to shoot this one. Unless, of course, you want to.
Cheers.
Is that... Wow, you could taste the Baileys in the finish.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you don't lose the hard espresso flavor.
Exactly.
And that's my applaud.
Thank you.
Because there's been so many times
Yeah.
it's not there with other experiences. So I appreciate that you could still taste it.
Yeah, thank you. And that was, that's sort of the goal. So you get balance, right? And you get that Bailey's flavor, that sort of Irish cream deliciousness that people love.
Right.
Without that being the only thing that you taste, right? So it's a little more complex and a little more delicious. So people love that, around the holidays, but also, after dinner and you're just chilling out, you're hanging out in the backyard or whatever, and you want something just to, end your night, just to sip on. It's really, really good.
Yeah, that is very good. I'm already thinking of friends that I know that as I look at the drink list, I'm like, I know who would like that. And I would not think of mixing it with things like whiskey, though. That just did not even occur to me.
Honestly, the first time bartender suggested that, I just was like, we said, get the cameras and go film it, because I never even heard of it. And now I know better, right? Now I've learned enough to know better. Incredibly versatile with everything. And it's gotten a little ridiculous because we just said, like, well, what doesn't it blend with? Like, I was literally, I mean, this sounds crazy. I was literally at a wine tasting the other night, and somebody, a guest, didn't care for the wine, and she was pouring Mario's in it because she said it made it better. Oh. I know, bizarre. But we have people blending it with Modelo, like a light beer, because it kind of makes it kind of stout. Whiskey, rum, tequila, like it's crazy how much fun it is. I have really good friends that have a Bloody Mary mix company. Okay. And they...
I'm camping again in my mind.
I know.
Okay, I just got out. And
we made a hard espresso Bloody Mary that was really delicious. Or Mario's hard espresso Bloody Mary. Really good.
I love that.
Yeah. So, like, lots of fun stuff.
So we're at the end of the podcast. Can you believe it? It goes so quick.
It does.
It just flies by. Is there anything else you want to share before we go?
You okay? No, it's an honor to be here. You know, when we started this thing, we didn't know anything. You know, 4.5 years ago, all we knew is we had something we loved in our family, and you know, we had my dad and his ethos. Yeah. You know, that's what motivates us to this day. I would say now, you know, we're going to celebrate 5 years in November. So, but now we have people who know us, and people who share stories, and people who share stories about sharing it, which is why my dad made it. Yeah. And so for us, for me, to think about people sharing, you know, basically doing the thing that my dad created it for. Yeah. Right? It's just so humbling. I'm just honored, you know, so I'm thrilled to be back, and I can't wait to see everybody at the Taste.
I'm excited too, just to hear your family story. It reminds me of who we are as a community, where it's like you go from one side of the street or the dirt road to the other side, and bringing all of your family together and different tastings, different things. In my mind, they're bringing food and drinks and all coming together and exactly try this. Exactly. So that's the heart of what Taste of Arcadia is. It's our community coming together. So thank you, Joe, for being part of it. We're very excited. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope we were entertaining today and you know what to go out and shop for. But first, you need to buy your tickets for Taste of Arcadia. Go to tasteofarcadia.com. Make sure you get your tickets today. And John, end of another episode, so take us away.
Thank you, Karen, for another great episode. You can hear us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Don't forget, join us on September 19th at Santa Anita Park for Taste of Arcadia. You can get your tickets now at tasteofarcadia.com. Thanks again for joining us for Tasting Arcadia. We'll see you at the Taste.